What's up, my artists? So, if you're watching this, it's because you're at home right now, probably not feeling too good, or maybe you have a doctor's appointment and you missed class today. But I'm going to record the slides and kind of go over our new project. That way, when you come back, you know what's happening. Or if you know you're going to be gone for quite a while, that way you can work on this at home. There's really not too terribly much going on with this project, but there are some pieces I need to go over. So, again, you don't have to worry about warm ups, but if you'd like to, Monday's warm up is to draw an owl flying on a broomstick. Okay. So, your project is going to be drawing charcoal pumpkins. Now, some of y'all also missed class on Friday, which is kind of unfortunate because that's the day we got to learn how to use charcoal. We talked about all the supplies. We did a mini pumpkin practice. You are welcome to come in whenever possible to practice before your real one. That's totally fine with me. The video is on YouTube. It's on the slides for Friday. You're welcome to follow it along at home if you have those supplies at home. But other than that, that is essentially our project. You're just going to be drawing pumpkins while using charcoal to add that value. Things that I'm looking for is the drawing accuracy, making sure that it looks exactly like your reference photo, the value and transitions, making sure there's not super harsh lines and that I can see your highlights and shadows. And then overall craftsmanship. Charcoal is extremely messy, so if you're not constantly putting a paper towel into your hand or cleaning it up with some form of kneaded eraser, then you're going to lose points because it needs to be pretty clean. And here are some examples of some really nice charcoal pumpkin drawings. Now, things I don't want to see, and these are some examples that I don't want to see, okay? I don't need to see anything that's super flat, okay? There's no depth, no curves. It just looks like a regular old circle or oval. I don't want that, okay? If there's too little charcoal, there's not enough on there, or there's just way too much, then that'll count against you. Again, going back to making sure it's not too messy, and then making sure it's not rushed. Really good charcoal takes a long time. It doesn't take like 10 minutes to do all the shading. It will not look good. So you want to make sure that you're taking your time when you're doing that. Okay. Now, if you are at home, like I said, you might have time to work on this today. But if not, then you can work on this when you come back. But basically, what my kids are doing in class is they're going to be starting their pumpkin drawings. They're going to be getting a half sheet of construction paper and they are going to be drawing the contours of their assigned pumpkins. Okay. We will have a critique on Tuesday. It's not like an end result critique, it's a progress critique. So no one will be done with their drawings, and then that way they can give feedback to help improve them instead of getting feedback at the end where you can't do much. Okay. Here are some examples of mine. I did a teacher example actually for every single group, and we're going to talk about that next. So that's essentially the project. Again, super simple. It's more of a technique project. They will be due next Wednesday, so you have quite a bit of time, especially if you know you're going to be absent. If you know you're going to be absent for a long period of time, please message me because we might need to do some tweaking, and you might have to do this project with graphite at home. But if you're working on this at home, then you just need to trace out an 8 inches by 10 inches box because your project is not a normal size piece of paper. It's a little bit smaller. So if you're wanting to get a little head start, that's awesome. But just again, a little reminder that you do have a sketchbook assignment assigned today. So if you're absent on Monday, but you know you'll be back Tuesday, I would recommend you watch this video, wait till Tuesday to start your project, and then on Monday today, you can just work on your sketchbook assignment. I'm not going over that in this video. You can find that on the modules. So to find out and figure out what pumpkin you've been assigned, okay, every single person has been assigned a picture. Okay, I'm just kind of clicking through some of the pictures. You're going to notice that they're in different color groups. That doesn't really mean anything. That's just my way of organizing it. But all these people and all these various classes will have that picture. Okay. I did my best to have every single person have at least one other person in their class to have the same picture so they can compare and contrast all of their drawings, okay? So the way you figure out which picture is yours if you know you're absent, you're going to go to modules, and you're literally going to be right here in second 6 weeks where everything is. You're just going to click on pumpkin picture assignments right there, and you patiently wait for it to load, and boom, it's literally going to be right there, and you can just click through it and figure out which one is yours. Feel free to, take a screenshot of it and crop it out, zoom in on your picture. It doesn't, matter how you get your picture, but it has to be the one that I assigned you, okay? I do have a copy of it, a physical copy already printed in class. That's why it says pick up your pumpkin picture from the counter. So when you get back, I will have your assigned picture already printed with your name on it, most likely in your portfolio, waiting for you, but that is essentially kind of what's happening. So, going back to the modules though, the schedule for the project is to kind of start sketching on Monday. We're going to work on sketching more on Tuesday, giving that feedback to our peers. And then on Wednesday, you're going to be allowed to start transferring it if I've approved your drawing, if you're back in class. And then on Thursday, we can start charcoal. But since we have a sketchbook assigned this week, I'm trying to have like little breaks. That way, somebody doesn't finish their entire charcoal drawing by Wednesday. And this way, all of these little stopping points will have people kind of slow down while they work. So feel free to bring your sketchbook to class as well to kind of get some extra in-class time. Your sketchbooks will be due on Monday at the very beginning of class. And yes, I know it's Halloween, but technically Halloween's at night and not during the day, so you'll be fine. Okay. Grades are due at not this week, but the following week on November 3rd, I believe. So if you know that you're not the best at turning in things and you kind of wait a while to get stuff turned in, you need to make sure that you do that quick because you will have a 0 and I can't fix it because it's the end of 6 weeks. So deadlines are kind of quick. Okay, so if you have any questions about anything, please let me know. I know I went over a lot of information right now, but just let me know and I'm more than happy to help you.